YouTube. We're here for another successful week. And we're trying something new this week. Dealing with our audio functions. And hopefully you can hear the music in the background. So, no further ado, let's go with the road show.
See you guys. Oh, okay, there it
We got 10 minutes before the meeting. Let's go. We got 5 minutes before the meeting. Let's go. Well, it's about that time. Hopefully, y'all hear me. And Y'all know what time it is. It is showtime again. Okay. Well, I'm happy to be here another week. I thank the Lord for that. I don't know about y'all, but I got some good news. Okay. On this channel, that's all we have is good news. Part of our good news this week is we got the green light of in our position of moving into a new place real soon. And any day now, hopefully it's already here, but in case it's not, uh, my uh, document of authentication should be here sometime this week. And the reason why that's good news because we can show that the Lord had made a way of opportunity for us to be made a living, breathing flesh individual. Now, maybe on my previous videos, I might have shared with y'all, we're living in a society now, anything within the system, and you haven't proven yourself as being alive, everything around you is deceased. Mm-hmm. I know y'all scratching your head like, how in the world can I be deceased and be alive? Well, it's the same thing. When Christ rose from the grave on Easter morning, he rose up for everybody, all mankind. So you have to be born again and be quickened in the spirit to be a living soul and spirit person. Now, in the natural, to prove what they call identity, you have to be authenticated by these documents by the federal government. Anywhere you live in the United States, you gotta have that gold seal on your document verifying that you are a living, breathing, flesh individual. And it's not up for debate. It's not up for debate. Now, the moment I get it, you know I got to show it on here. And people globally is going to see what's taking place. And just like the bishop said, you can't refute results. So I'm manifesting, okay? And the challenges I had to go through to get this, I want to give a shout out to my godmother, Miss Barbara Walker. She's been on this long journey with me for almost 9 years. Yep, 9 whole years. Because I had been staying with my mother and taking care of her for over 25, 30 years. So I had definitely did what the Lord said do honor your mother and your father, for your days will be longer upon the earth. So I fulfilled that contract. Not only that, I have served in ministry on choir. Uh, I've been on the sound board for about two years. Uh, I was in the band. Uh, so many things that I had done for the ministry over the years. So I'm believing not just do and what it really came out to be me receiving that I'm a U.S. Treasury officer. That's out the cake right there. For the simple fact, because dealing with the statues of, at large, and that's the Office of Honor and Credits. So that's ranked up there with uh, a general. I came from a military family, and it wasn't no such thing as clowning around and being mischief and doing all this stuff without a penalty. So I find it hard to believe in this day and time now that people are doing some of everything. And even though I might not take it personal, whenever that feeling come on me spiritually, I know he takes it personal because I'm trying to walk the straight and narrow. So part of my songs from John P. Key saying that you don't know my story, that is the gospel truth. You don't know. I share this platform to say of my actual story, what I've been through. So I can't wait to be in our own studio so it won't be no disturbance because it looks like everything the enemy tried to do to work through people, but when it comes to consideration of what not on your behalf, it don't matter, and which is not fair. But when you're in the public act like public. That's why the private and the public do not get along at all. So I'm glad I'm in the private and I'm gonna be operating in a private facility. Nobody be able to come up in there unless you have a notification, an invite, an official letter, and also to be embossed and sealed and signed. I don't know about you, but me, I'm fed up. I've been tired of the public. The public had changed from 30 years ago. It's like the ruder they are, uh, they demand all these rights and all this stuff. But if you ain't following scripture, you don't have a right. You violated your right when you violated the principles in that Bible. But I'm old school. That's why I was awarded what I was awarded. I got the full faith and credits of the United States. I never had to worry about finances ever again. I done made everybody else plenty of money over the years. But me, you gotta live off of popcorn money. And even then, they want you to work as a slave until you die. I'm just telling you facts. I ain't telling you nothing I heard. I'm telling you the bare bones truth. Like the scripture that say, can these bones live again? Yeah, once you're obedient and you out of the system, there ain't no shortcuts. To go through this process, and the day I heard this, I was right there in my room when I heard MZ Jackson spoke about what I'm sharing with you now. Nobody else. I haven't heard anything about that. The moment I had my godmother to bless me with the seed to get into this, things start changing. What can I say? Like, give me your honest opinion. If you find out you had all this money hidden in the system, and even your your mother, your grandmother, your great great grandmother, great great grandfather, 4 or 5 generations deep, never knew about this, and the Lord allowed you to be enlightened, find out about this now in this economic downturn. You see, the economics of this world is of the world. The Lord specifically says in the word, be not conformed to this world. That's part of the curse. That's why people are going through. You operating in a system that's been back since the Pharaoh ages. And that spirit of the Pharaoh ages is still existing now. Like, that don't change. And you honestly think it's going to change because you want it to change? No, that's spirit. Flesh is flesh and spirit is spirit. And when that stuff takes place in your life and you wonder why there ain't no changes taking place, the Lord ain't going to give nobody no uh, Academy Awards for being disobedient. That ain't going to happen. It's like when you raising your kids. When they hard-headed, what you do? You award them when they hard-headed? No. You pull them in the bathroom and wear them out like an old shoe. Your Lord do the same thing to you. When you disobedient, you don't follow instruction, you operating in the flesh, you bring it on yourself. That's for somebody right there. Yep. And I know I've been an introvert. I've been a nerd all my life, so it is what it is. We talking about spiritual authority. If the God that you serve hadn't rose on the third day, guess what? You serving the wrong God. And if you serving the God of Hades, you are really in trouble. Any other faith beside the faith of Jesus Christ, It's already a sin when people commit suicide, but they do it anyway because they think they're gonna get out of it. No, you don't get out of it like that. But the crazy thing is, if you're obedient, the Lord always said that you can eat the good of this land, but it's all according to your obedience. I'm not making this stuff up. The 66 books, King James. Read it from front to back. It's not a book that you can normally read, but the moment you read it, it will definitely make a change. And the reason why I'm saying that, because it happened to me. That's right. It happened to me. That's why I'm here. That's why this channel is existing. Next week will be our 90th video in almost a year and a half. One video a week, 1 hour. I give you my testimony of what's actually taking place. I had this week, I had misplaced while putting my clothes and stuff on. I usually put an earbud in my ear and listening to some spiritual music while I'm getting dressed. Well, I had a mishap, lost one of my earbuds, and later on that day, the Lord led me to go to replace my headset. I've been catching it, trying to find a decent quality pair of earbuds. And until I can get my credits to be cashed out, I got to do what I got to do. But I bought the other earbuds I had. They were on sale for $19.99, and that was around January. So from January all the way up until now, put it like this: from January all the way up until last week, put it like that. So I had those earbuds, but they wouldn't stay in my ears. The sound quality was terrible. And the Lord knows, like, I needed a pair of decent earbuds within my financial arena. So I went there to replace the earbuds that I had. And I went to the counter. The person helped me out. They went over there looking at the earbuds. So earbuds, especially if they price below $200, they go like hotcakes. So I'm glad I had a store credit. So my store credit was almost $40. That shocked me because I only paid $19.95 for them. So when I went there, I chose the pair that they had. I got them. And believe it or not, this is what I'm airing with today. Hopefully, y'all can hear me. So according to my sound meter, it looks like y'all able to hear me. So the green dot keep flickering, so I guess they must be working. So at the end of the show, later on, I'll play the video back and hopefully I will have some audio. But yeah, this been a long journey, y'all. Long journey. When I share what I share on here, I know you be acting like, oh, he ain't go through all that. I'm like, okay, no problem. Trust me, I ain't on here to convince anybody anything. And you don't have to be on here. But the Holy Spirit will lead the necessary people who want to hear what we go through. That's why our testimony is what it is. It ain't a book. It ain't a fallacy. It's not a cliche. It is what it is. So, but that's not the subject matter for today. But that's something I wanted to share with y'all so you know what's going on. But like I said, my time is winding up now. I've been allotted 1,700 for the cover for my rents for 24 months, which I'm excited about that. And I might have shared that last week. But I'm looking forward to receiving my authenticated document so I can be able to do what needs to be done. And I know a lot of people are skeptical about all that. When you see it, you know. Now, I wish I had the original document with my baby footprints on there, but I don't know whether they will have an original copy of that I can get access from the hospital I was born in. 'Cause after a certain period of time, they have stuff on microfiche, just like when you doing research for books. But yeah, that's part of my testimony there. Time goes so time goes by so quick. Another thing I wanted to share that what we working on once we get everything in place and I gotta go to Fidelity and get all that stuff set up. I'm looking at some land now so I can possibly open up a concrete crushing and hauling business. And I'm planning on getting some of these uh, pre-emission trucks without all that death fluid and all that stuff. I can imagine because the trucks I drove back then didn't have all that on it. And I know they were trying to cut down the carbon monoxide and stuff in the air, but it takes away the performance of the trucks. And a lot of that stuff, if it breaks down, you gotta go through too much just to get it fixed. So a lot of contractors, they buying outdated trucks and heavy equipment now, so they don't have to deal with all the hassles. Something that's straight mechanical versus with a lot of sensors. Which one will you prefer? Hopefully one that's going to keep on running until the job is done instead of breaking down because the sensor not working. But some other news I wanted to share. A lot of people now, uh, they are so relaxed and so docile in everything they do. It's like they living in something that seems to be like a fallacy. But this matrix that we are in, the crazy thing is we've been through a matrix ever since you were born. Yeah, we've been in the matrix since you had came out of your mother's womb into this world. And they painted a picture just like the movie The Matrix. That's why the movie The Matrix was created, for the simple fact, because they wanted you to think that everything was all right, but they knew it wasn't. And they're using what they call your assets. Now, the assets that we're talking about, the ratios like they do on the New York Stock Exchange, the commodities exchange, where those assets they use in the same retrospect and they trade those. And by you going through that, just like when they open up for the stock market, when the bell ring, they only trade it for about 3 hours. And then after then, they shut down. Well, as those monies, millions of dollars is coming through that period of time, you, your social security number, the assets that they have on file with you is being traded too. Now, if you up in age like I am right now, I haven't had a chance to do the research, but I can almost guarantee that I was traded on the New York Stock Exchange on the international market. Now, because I'm in the private right now, it can be stopped and you can file the necessary paperwork to process that to be so. But the biggest thing that you need to be concerned about, if like the country had shut down behind the pandemic, and before the end of this year is up, they are all fiat currency is being called globally, and in the United States before 90 days from now. In New York, they had already released their CBDC. And the thing is that with no fiat currency that you can have control over, when you're in their system, they want to have complete power over you. As long as you stay in the public, basically, you're being a human guinea pig. Hate to put it out there like that, but would you rather hear the truth or the lies like the news is telling you that everything's okay and it's not? One thing about this channel here, this channel is going to have of honor, respect, and integrity. And we're going to bring you the latest updates of what's taking place. And like I said, when we get our full-blown studio, we'll be able to have different segments and different shows. And we're going to have our own network set up There's a lot of people going to be involved, but this is the goal, which I would love to have ASAP. But only time will tell. But the Lord don't start something then end it for no reason. A lot of times, if something starts and he starts it, it's in for the long haul. So we've been doing prototype video news broadcasts that's going to be ran by AI, and that's going to be fun. See yourself being on AI, and the quality content is going to be a whole lot better. So the biggest thing I'm promoting right now is for people to possibly for them to switch over from the public to the private. Yeah, the process is a lot quicker than what it used to be. But the lady Ms. M.Z. Jackson, I speak highly of her. I call her the godmother of finances. But yeah, if it wasn't for her during that time, I wouldn't be sharing this with you now. And that was in June of 2022. So here we are, about another month before May 2024. So some things you need to know. A lot of people in this matrix, they so comfortable until it's shut down again. And they're gonna be questioning themselves like, I remember Mr. Galley was saying something along that line, like, okay, well, by me sharing it, obviously it must be the truth. That's the reason why I had gotten a shift in the spirit saying you need to get out of the matrix. And I did just that, being obedient. So like I said, some big things are taking place within our programs. And hopefully our documentation for the authentication will be in this week. But I will definitely let y'all know in the meantime. But yeah, I'm excited. I don't know about y'all. It's like a burden that's been taken off of me for coming out of the system. I don't have to worry about finances again. The sad part is a lot of people, if you stay in the system, that because of they are tampering with food, the water, the air. Now, I asked a couple of people in Africa during the pandemic, did they go through all that? They said no. So they let me know right there. They are using us as human guinea pigs. And I don't know about y'all, but I got fed up. Like I'm too old for that. And I had purchased a house in Ghana, and I need to close on that. And we're gonna be doing a lot of business in Africa and opening up different technical markets and road building, telecommunications, roadside development. whole lot of things. We're going to get into farming with goats, fish farming, we'll be in the agriculture, we'll be in a whole lot of stuff. But like I say all the time is winding up, y'all. This show is concluded. You got a couple more minutes. So if anybody on here now who want this change to take place and they tired of being in this Pharaoh system that we're operating in, I don't know about y'all, but anytime you got to deal with a government that don't follow protocol, there's no integrity, no honor, and the infrastructure is caving in. If y'all knew a little bit about history, the United States been running since 1776. We are one of the oldest governments out here. And the only benefit that y'all gonna have right now is making that shift from the public to the private. You can contact Ms. MZ Jackson, www.kjpta.com, or follow us on our channel. And time is running out. So if y'all need prayer right now, we're open to do so. If you're tired of this theoretic system that we're living in right now, don't have no intentions on enhancing or making your life better, you are living the next level of slavery. The finances is going to be so controlled to the point where you want to buy certain things, you won't be able to buy it no more. Now, I don't know about y'all, but the Lord tells me, whom the Son set free is free indeed. That's not freedom. That's slavery. And then after a while, we got electric cars. If the grid ever go down, unless you got backup power source. Now, I'm old school myself, so I'm going to have some mechanical stuff in case that break down. I know some stuff that will run, but you got to have fuel storage for that. So it's just something that let you know the times we living in right now. But the Lord wants you to know your gateway to get out of this system is here and now. Tomorrow's not promised to us. There's no guarantee. You can lose your job tomorrow. Me being in VA, they'll fire you because you walked in the door and you bumped into the president, okay? It sounds ridiculous, but yeah, this is an at-will state. They had the power to hire and fire at will. If you're tired of all those restraints, your time has come. Your time has come. Your time is here. And he wants you to know this window is not going to stay open forever. The window of opportunity. Mm-hmm. But he wants you to be in accordance to his will only.
Yeah, so my name's Noah. I'm actually
You gotta cast your burdens on him and leave them there. Don't keep picking them up and act like, oh, I'm a man, I got it. You ain't got that one. You can't do works by the works of the flesh. That's what we doing now. It ain't working. And this younger generation, if you 35 or younger, ain't gonna be no retirement because they gonna make sure they lock all that up. To be a slave is not good. You thought slavery of the 1800s was bad. You ain't seen nothing yet. But the Lord want to know your time is now. And your decision need to be now. So like I said, if you're open for prayer, we are here. So if you're ready for prayer now, let's go. Lord, I want to thank you for allowing this opportunity to take place as you've seen it live and in person. That the Lord is here waiting for you to pass through this window of opportunity. Tomorrow's not promised to you, neither is next week, next month, and who knows, might not even be next year. So right now, we're grateful for this enlightenment that we've been shared to let it be known that we can be set free to be proven to be a living, breathing flesh individual, to grab our full faith and credits. And we thank you for your grace and your mercy. In Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Well, like I said, time is up. And I can't wait till the documentation come in and we able to rejoice in that time. So make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and we hope to see you again on the meeting at 2 p.m. Yep, 2 p.m. next Wednesday on the meeting. Y'all have a blessed evening. Hope to see you next weekend or next week. And enjoy this break in the weather. I sure did yesterday, and I'm going to be working on it tomorrow. So, again, next week, 2 p.m. Wednesday, on the meeting. Have a blessed one.